There's not a ton of stuff going on in the news today, but almost every one of these stories is one of those that raises a lot of questions. Like, in my first question being this, let's see if you can remember, because you're probably the same age or younger than I am. Generation X, most likely anyway, if I know you correctly. Remember when Earth Day was cool? Remember that as a kid through school? I still look forward to it. Hey, it's Earth Day. Earth Day's cool. Who in the world doesn't want to, protect the Mother Earth, right? My theory on this forever, now that this has become like some kind of a negative, forever, has been people are so sick of being guilted into, eco-guilt, environmental guilt, and what it's turned into with God knows the climate nutcases. We know them. People shy away from Earth Day because of that. Well, anyway, we'll get into that. Don't let them guilt you into taking care of Mother Earth. It's still a cool thing. It can be anyway. I hate that it got hijacked. Also, you wanted to talk about questions. How does the Department of Homeland Security Secretary get robbed? Well, I mean, it can happen to anybody. But of $3,000 and in front of Secret Service protection? How does that happen? And I have a big admission to make, guys, and I apologize for this. I said yesterday, just about this time, yesterday morning in the live stream, and you may have seen it on the replay, I said, now, there's no possible way, considering how badly this is going, that any more politicians are going to go to El Salvador. I mean, to free that guy. There's no way anybody's going to die on that hill after the Maryland senator was so rightly embarrassed and rejected. And there's the photo op that lives there forever of him having drinks with the MS-13 gang member, right? Nobody else would go. Oh, boy, was I wrong. There's 4 of them down there right now. We're going to hear from one of them, too. And Trump turned the annual Easter egg roll at the White House lawn into the Easter egg troll of Joe Biden. And I know this is a visual, but the part of this story you have to take away is, and you got to go back and look at this later on, you have to look at the video of it in your own time. When you have a chance, if you're not driving, or if you're done from where you have a break from work or whatever it is, and you have to look at the reaction from the actual Easter bunny character and from Melania, because they're literally laughing what he says here. It's fantastic. But anyways, whether it's the replay or you're listening on the live stream, thanks for finding me. I appreciate you as always. I'm Bill, and Wicked Radio live stream, part of Wicked Wisdom every single day. You just look for Wicked Wisdom with me, any single social media format on YouTube or Facebook or wherever you like to get your audio podcast, and you're going to find me. But let's get right to it. It is Earth Day. Unfortunately, I don't know whether this is related. People are tying it to it. People are already blaming anti-eco people, or maybe it was a false flag. But to start off Earth Day, this is terrible. Apparently, somebody's been cutting down trees in downtown Los Angeles. They've been there for 100 years, cutting them down, which is terrible. Nobody wants that. My first question, I told you there's a lot of questions about these stories today, is how does that happen? And nobody stops this person because there's a lot of trees. Well, obviously the news stations out there talked to some witnesses and they said this.
This is an act of destruction. Start getting pictures from many different people in the influencer space, downtown space, saying, did you see what they did last night? And I realized this was a little more malicious than, the city chopping trees down.
Yeah, people thought it was in fact, the first news story I read about this yesterday was City of Los Angeles. The headline was wrong. City of Los Angeles cutting down trees, and everybody asked why. Well, it wasn't them. It was somebody, some nutcase cutting down trees, which sucks. Absolutely sucks. So you hope it's not some kind of an anti-Earth Day thing, because the timing is a little suspicious. You hope it's not somebody that is trying to create a false flag and blame it on people who are anti-Earth Day. Whatever it is. Just another shining example of I hate what this day has become. I remember in school, just Earth Day things. I remember a field trip, clear as day. It was 5th or 6th grade, maybe before. Went and planted trees. Or you do a garbage pickup or something. Things we should all do, right? But like I said, my theory on this, the reason why people, most normal, everyday working people hear Earth Day now is they hear the term and they go, oh, God, here we go, Earth Day. Here's another one. And that sucks. It shouldn't be that way. It didn't start off that way. Here's the reason why. And I actually found something that kind of backs up my claim that I've said, because people are guilted into, things about the earth and eco-guilt. This is why people turn away from it. This is from some outlet called Talker Research. I think it's a talk radio research center. 31% of people in their little survey here, and I don't know how many people they talked to, said they feel guilty about wasting food. Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of a natural thing. You shouldn't waste food anyway. 29% feel they're guilted about trashing items that could have been recycled. We'll get into it someday. The whole recycling industry, that's a whole different thing. What I was told off the air one day from the Solid Waste Authority will shock and surprise you. We're basically doing the work for them, but that's for a different day. 27% say they feel guilted at least once a week, but leaving the TV on when they're not watching it. Really? As efficient as they are? Overall, though, and here's the takeaway, 50% of people say they're more likely to do something that isn't environmentally friendly when they're rushed or stressed. Yeah, because we all have busy lives. Despite all of this, despite guilted into all of this stuff and everything that's out there in the messaging and the media and everything else, 73% of us in this country say they wish they were more environmentally friendly. So that tells you, we all want to take care of the Mother Earth. That's not a Democrat or Republican thing or right or left or whatever. That's everybody. Should take care of the Earth. Of course you should. Take care of our oceans and the beaches and the woods and all this other crap. Of course you should. But people are tired of getting guilted into this stuff. If you want to protect Mother Earth, stop guilting people and don't let them guilt you into anything. On top of that, speaking of guilt, I don't think she's made an official response on this. But how in the world does Kristi Noem, and she's had some questionable photo ops here recently. You know, there was the famous one, I think of like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. She was holding the gun backwards. And she's completely dolled up in jewelry and a lot of makeup, working with the ICE raids, and it's like, so that's one thing that's fine. But how does, and this is another question for you, how does the Department of Homeland Security secretary get robbed at a D.C. restaurant? Now, the D.C. part I understand because crime is just rampant in that city and it's just awful. But how does she get robbed of, and I want to get the story straight, $10,000? Her Department of Homeland Security badge, her driver's license, had some medication. There's nothing shocking about that. We all do. The bag itself, and then the person was able to leave the restaurant. My first question is, who walks around with $3,000? Like, what's the most amount of cash you've ever carried at one time? I mean, I've carried like thousands before, but it was to make a deposit and it was business related. And that's a different kind of thing. Maybe she was making a deposit. I don't know. But she sat down long enough at the restaurant to have $3,000 cash in her bag. Okay. It's nothing guilty about that. It's just a little strange. But here's the strangest question of all, and I know you're asking the question because I asked it too and we all had to ask, and I didn't find out till this morning because these aren't normal things that happen. Does the Department of Homeland Security secretary have Secret Service protection? And the answer is yes, without a doubt, absolutely. Not only that, the follow-up information as of this morning was Secret Service was there with her in the restaurant, and despite that, a single lone masked robber was able to target her, get around Secret Service, and rob her of all this stuff. I don't mean to laugh, but this is insane. Bad protection, number one, but it answers the question whether or not they get Secret Service protection. But this is strange all the way around. That much cash, Secret Service protection. Was the Secret Service agent? Apparently, they give the lower people, not the VP or the president. Maybe these are like Secret Service people in training or something. Hey, I know you're new on the job. Why don't you go protect Kristi Noem for a little while? Was it like some intern or some probie who was like on his phone at the time? Oh, what happened? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Lots of questions to be answered on that. But the more serious part about this, even though we can laugh about it, is even though she's the DHS secretary. How lax is Secret Service these days? I mean, we've all had the questions after Butler, Pennsylvania. I mean, that thing was a disaster from the get-go. But even at her level, even if she had just one lone Secret Service agent protecting her, one single masked bad guy was able to get around the Secret Service protection and rob her of all that stuff while she was carrying all that cash and God knows whatever else is in there. If she had... I hope she didn't carry any files or anything that was top secret to like ICE investigations or anything in there, but who knows? I don't know. Many questions to be answered. She hasn't made an official statement on that yet. This is not, by the way, her official statement. I pieced this together, so don't think that she's going on a rampage ready to deport people.
I'm Kristi Noem, the United States Secretary of Homeland Security. We will find you, and we will deport you.
Okay, no,
you will never return.
No, she's not. I put that together. Don't be fooled. Fake news. Fake news from me. She's not threatening to deport the robbers. In fact, she hasn't made an official statement on that yet. But I hope she does actually soon because, man, that was a little wacky. All right, apology time. I apologize to you, my friends, because I apparently lied to you yesterday. Here I was, just about this time during the live stream. If you heard it on the replay, you know as well. I was sitting here talking about the El Salvador boondoggle. I have called it, and I'm still holding on to this. I think it was the biggest political boondoggle of all time. Even worse than the Mike Dukakis in the tank with the helmet thing. Because remember, and I said this yesterday, that was only 10 minutes. This thing with El Salvador and the Maryland senator who admitted yesterday, it's why we brought it up, that it was taxpayer funded, and so is this, what we're getting to. It's been going on over a week. This is over a week now. Here's the part where I lied to you, and I apologize. I said yesterday, now there's no way. There's absolutely no way, after seeing what happened to the Maryland senator, making a jackass out of himself, no way any more politicians are going down there to try to free the confirmed MS-13 gang member. Well, I lied to you. There's 4 of them down there now, right now, as we speak. 2 of them. 2 of the search party, let's call it, are swearing that they're not even going to leave El Salvador until the Maryland father of 3, wrongly deported, is back home. Here's the one who did most of the talking. Representative Maxine Dexter. She's from Oregon. Well, here's a big surprise there. She was the one who held a little press conference. Looked like she was in the woods, the jungle. I don't know. Did not get a meeting with the MS-13 gang member yet. Maybe she'll also share drinks, just like the Maryland senator did. Here's her statement. Now, this is long, very long. I apologize for that. It's close to a minute. But you really have to hear the whole thing. You can't take it in a chunk. You have to hear how much garbage she fits into a 1-minute statement. Representative Maxine Dexter, yesterday afternoon from El Salvador, trying to make another political field trip.
Congresswoman Maxine Dexter here, coming to you from El Salvador.
Right, live.
I flew here last night with 3 of my colleagues to demand that Kilmar Abrego Garcia be released.
Demand!
He is being held in violation of a Supreme Court order expressly telling the Trump administration to effectuate and facilitate his coming home.
It's still being heard.
That is being ignored. This is not just a threat to all people in the United States.
Really?
Who could be illegally abducted, detained, and transported internationally against their will. But it is a fact that our president does not recognize the branches of government and the balances of power.
You sure?
This is what we all have been calling a constitutional crisis, yet it is more severe than anything we've seen. We cannot stay silent. We must stay loud. I am here because I refuse to wait for something to happen. We are here to release Kilmar Abrego Garcia.
At the end of the name, the dramatic reading of the name, Abrego Garcia, their martyr. If I'm the Republican, if I was on the Republican team right now or in the administration or anybody, I'm like, touchdown, they did it again. Oh, this is perfect. Let them talk. I wouldn't even respond to them. Let them languish down there. At this point, I don't even care that it's taxpayer funded. Who the hell cares? Send them all down there. They can't get out of their own way. Oh, and the fear mongering. Any one of us could be snatched out of our homes and deported to El Salvador. Yeah, right. Nobody believes this, by the way. This has been going on so long that there's polling out now. The internal polls for the Democrats must be awful. But the public polls that are out there say no one believes them. And they keep on doing it. So, yes, it's true, and I apologize for that. I lied to you yesterday saying there's no way any more politicians are going down there. Oh, I was wrong. Oh, they're down there. But what they're saying about the fear-mongering, no one is buying it. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you now. Who the hell knows what's going to happen? Maybe tomorrow there's going to be 10 more down there. Let them all go. I don't know. Who the hell knows? But they can't let it go. We are now, I think it's a week and a half. They won't let this thing go. Again, I'll make the comparison. The only bigger political boondoggle of all time in our country, anyway, was Mike Dukakis, governor of Massachusetts. Somebody talked him into going into a tank, and he put a helmet on, and he looked like an idiot. It was 10 minutes, and it ruined his career. This may go on like a month. There's no way El Salvador is going to release him. So they're down there languishing. And she has made this statement, we're not leaving until he's released. Okay, well, see ya. Maybe we can have a special election for Oregon and get a new representative for your seat, but that's unbelievable. There's only one more thing about this story that's more unbelievable. You know, remember how she said there in the video that they're trampling on the Constitution and any one of us could be snatched? No, I don't think that's going to happen to regular Americans. I really doubt that. That's all fear-mongering. But you know what could happen? You could have members of the judiciary harboring illegal gang members. Oh, you don't believe me? See, he's gone too far now. Bill's full of crap today. There's no way. Well, it happened. Let's go to New Mexico. There's a judge there, or I'm sorry, there was a judge there who has now resigned. Do you know why? ICE arrested an alleged Tren de Aragua gang member in his house. Not the gang member's house. No, don't. Let me clear that up. The ex-judge's house. They executed a search on Magistrate Judge Joel Cano's home after arresting 23-year-old Christian Ortega Lopez. He had ties to Tren de Aragua gang. Breitbart had the story first, and then it got picked up by many different outlets last night. They recovered photos of Ortega Lopez's phone of, well, how do I word this? It's too early to... Horrible things that gang members would do to other people, like in a drug deal. That's all I'm going to say about that. But then they also found video posted by the ex-judge of him celebrating with this suspect in the house, hanging out. He was released from a detention facility just days after entering the country due to overcrowding. Oh, isn't that a familiar story? Soon met the judge's wife, Nancy Cano, and started doing construction work, and then became the roommate. Well, he's no longer a judge, but the story stands. So if you thought there was anything more ridiculous than members of Congress going to El Salvador to try to free an MS-13 gang member, you found it. We all found it. A judge harboring an illegal gang member. Let him keep on going. Again, what's the takeaway? What did we all learn? When your opponent is doing stupid things, don't get in the way. Let them go on. In fact, with the El Salvador thing, there should be nobody in that administration even making a peep. Just let them talk. Let them go. You should organize. You know what they should do? The Trump administration, if they were smart, they should organize flights for anybody that wants to go to El Salvador, because it's going to be absolutely fruitless. Just let them do it. Send camera crews down there. Publicize it. Whatever you have to do. Never let your opponent clean up their own mistake. Encourage them. All right. Now, Trump, speaking of him, of all the funny Trump things, you may not like his sense of humor. I know it's crude. I get it. I know he throws insults. I understand that. My sick, demented sense of humor, I think that's hilarious. I just always have. Now, here's another question for you. Is it kicking a dog when it's down? Is it beating a dead horse? Is it poking a stick at the pile of leaves that is Joe Biden now that he's out of the public eye? Yes. But it was still hilarious, which brings value to us. So they have the annual White House Easter egg roll, which always happens the Monday, the day after Easter, so that people can have Easter with their families, whatever. And happens on the lawn of the White House. And it's a big deal. It's a big event. And Trump was just in his element, just having a great time. Like Grandpa Trump that we've seen sometimes behind the scenes, he's with his kids and his family. Like that came out with these other people's kids. He was doing a coloring book, and he was with the Easter Bunny. He turned the Easter egg roll into the Easter egg troll of Joe Biden yesterday. And I have the audio for you, but you really have to on your own time. As soon as we're done with this, you have to look at the video of this, or a still shot. And when he says this, look at the reaction of not only Melania, who thinks it's hilarious what he says, but also the actual Easter Bunny character. I don't know what White House intern is in the Easter Bunny costume, but it's freaking hilarious. Picture this, while Trump says what he's about to say, the Easter egg character. Now, when they're in a costume, it's kind of like at Disney or Universal or whatever. They have to be expressive, right? When a furry character is making a laugh gesture, they cover their mouth and they kind of shake like this. That's what the Easter Bunny does when Trump trolls Biden. It was a thing of beauty. But, here's the Easter egg troll.
Do you remember the bunny with Joe Biden? Remember? Do you remember when the bunny took Joe Biden out? He's not taking Trump out. Anyway, that was a beautiful moment.
There's
when
more.
The bunny saved Joe Biden.
And the bunny laughing like this, and Melania was laughing so much she had to turn away from the camera. Oh boy. Because you might remember the reference, by the way, is last year, 1 year ago. 1 year ago, that's how recent this was. They actually had to set up the Easter Bunny character, probably the same costume and a different person inside. They had to take Joe Biden by the hand and lead him around to the exit of the Easter egg roll for his 10-minute appearance because he was so lost. That's how scary things were. But now it's the annual troll. Gotta love it. All right, I'm out of material. I got to get out of here. But who the heck knows what's going to happen for midweek? We'll find it all. Will there be more senators? Will there be more Congress people going to El Salvador? God, I hope so. It's an amazing thing to witness, but some fun stuff too. Enjoy Earth Day. Don't let people guilt you into Earth Day. Enjoy it. Take care of Mother Earth around us. We all have to share it, all right? Doesn't have to be a political thing. God knows. Thanks for finding the audio podcast, especially wherever you like to find those, whatever platform. Usually post just after 9 a.m. Eastern time. Give me a little bit of time on that and it gets there. And those numbers are going up. I appreciate you and love you for that so much. Just look for Wicked Wisdom with Bill Adams on audio and on Facebook and on YouTube and the replay right here on X. And remember, when your opponent's making a mistake, let him go. Thanks for finding me. Have a wicked awesome day. I'll talk to you tomorrow.